Hey girlies, it's Tatiana here from Pink.plushnails, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create this simple, clean, white acrylic set, step by step. As you can see here, I already completed the nail prep and applied my primer. Now I'm getting into the acrylic application. Using my Pink Plush acrylic nail brush that you can purchase on my website, linked above, I am applying the nail acrylic. So I'm starting by dipping the acrylic brush into the monomer, then I'm lightly wiping off the excess liquid. Then I'm dipping my Pink Plush acrylic brush into the white acrylic powder. The powder that I am using today is a Valentino. I am going to list it above so that you can see. Valentino is one of the brands that I do like to use. Depending on what I have and the client that I'm working with, that's the brand I use. But a couple of other brands are Young Nail Powder and Mia Secret and Not Polish. Those are my go-to nail acrylic powders. I'm first placing the first bead in the middle of the nail, then gently pressing it down. I never want my bead to be too dry, nor do I want it to be too wet. So always remember this when applying your acrylic powder. Also, girlies, just a quick tip. Always make sure you leave a tiny gap near the cuticle so your acrylic doesn't flood. Okay, always remember that. That does not allow the nails to last as long as you want to if you flood the nail in. So now let's get into the apex. So when applying the acrylic bead onto the apex, you always want to make sure that you pat and pull and you sink the cuticle in with the acrylic powder. Not sink it where you're flooding it, sinking it as in pushing your nail acrylic brush stomach onto the cuticle and then you pat and pull. You're going to repeat this step multiple times to get the perfect apex that you need for your nails.
As I slowly speeding up the heartbeat, banging in the chest. When you put it on me, you relieve my stress. You got me so hot, taking deep breaths. You get me so hot, you get me so hot. I know you ain't a drug, but you get me so hot. You get me so hot, you get me so hot. I know you ain't a drug, but you get me so hot. You get me so hot, you get me so hot. I know you ain't a drug, but you get me so hot. You get me so hot, you get me so hot. You get me so hot, you get me so hot. You got me so turned up. But I can't tell where your hair ends and mine begins. If I had a boy's tattoos, I would think that it's your skin. If I move too quick, that's you, I would think it's my reflection. Things close, she isn't close enough. Who could tell every time we touch, every time we up? Wish you could feel me, you could pull me. One bedroom, right where your heart is. Each space feels broken hearted. Cross the bed, feel way too foreign. Remember when you see just someone new, they see us too. Ooh, I just wanna melt into you. I'm melting to you. Just wanna melt into you. Melting to you. Melting to you.
Hey girlies, if you haven't yet, make sure you check out Pink Plush nail products, okay? These products are everything that you need to get the perfect acrylic nail set, okay? So make sure you check out my website. So I just completed the acrylic application to my client's nail, and now I'm getting into reshaping and my e-file. This part of the process is the final steps to getting the actual outcome and the actual look of your. This step is so important, girlies. You have to make sure that your filing and shaping smooths the acrylic surface and it defines the final nail shape. So you're going to repeat this step multiple times. When shaping short nails, you want to make sure your nail file is as straight as possible, okay? And you're going to go in a back and forth motion to make sure that there is no excess nail acrylic on the client's skin. Then once you complete that, you're going to turn her hand around and you're going to use your file to make sure that the tip of her nail is as sharp as possible. So during this process, you're going to use your e-file and you're going to drill your client's nail and remove any excess. The one that I'm using today is the Kier Sky 5-in-1 bit, and let me tell you, I really love this bit. It does everything that it needs to do. I started using this bit when I became a little bit more advanced in nails. I wouldn't recommend it for beginners because it can cut your client's nail. So once you're more advanced into the nail application process and the nail process, make sure you purchase this nail bit, guys. Once I got the nails right where I wanted it to be after shaping it and e-filing and buffing it, these were the outcome of my client's nails, and it turned out so nice, guys. Always remember, practice makes perfect. Once you get these skills and steps down pat, trust me, you'll be able to accomplish and get these results when it comes to your nail set. So I finally completed the set. When it comes down to a simple short set, it takes me roughly like 45 minutes to an hour or so. I'm pretty fast at these kind of sets because I do them so often. But now I'm applying the top coat gel polish on my clients' nails. The top coat that I am using is a not polish. That is my preference and top coat that I like to use. D&D is another one that I like to use as well. So I kind of go back and forth. Once you apply the top coat on all of the nails, you're going to cure it in an LED lamp for 60 seconds. The one that I have is the Kiera Sky one. I've been using it for a couple of years. I really am a big fan of Kiera Sky. So that's what I'll be using.
It's my big bronze boogie got all them girls shook. My big fat ass got all them boys cooked. Some dollar bills, now we popping rubber bands. Bruno sang to me while I do my money dance like, yeah. Flexing on the gram like, yeah. Hit the little John, okay.
So this was the final outcome of my client's nail. That's all you need to do, girlies, when it comes down to a simple set. If you're a beginner trying to learn acrylic application, remember, prep and bead control is everything. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what I should do next. And don't forget to book a Pink Plush nail class and to purchase your Pink Plush products.